I am sure sports. You know me there, from coast to coast representing. I mean, I say this is righteous representing for Omar. You don't know, come get the sports over here from near and far. Boy. Me say I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. If me not sure, that me not say it. Know who score, that me not say it. Never know the game play, that me not say it. If me never seen a game, me no know who play. For your sports news, better come over here so. For your soccer news, then come over here so. If you don't love sports, still come over here so. For the day done, you are gonna love over here so.
So when it comes on to behavior concerning football, Jamaica is decent. I am sure that if we can get all of these things done, set in place by the end of April, it gives us enough time before the World Cup campaign. Not afraid of no Brazil, no Argentina with these crap of players. We are good enough. Remember, like, subscribe, share. Listen, comment, let me know what your thoughts are.
Trick Jerk Marinade gives your meats and vegetables authentic Jamaican jerk flavor. The spices are directly from Jamaica. Spices like jerk seasoning, allspice, Scotch bonnet pepper, fresh scallions, thyme, ginger, and garlic. The key ingredients to a great jerk marinade. 0% sugar and low in sodium. You want to try it?
Made up of 18 Jamaican herbs and spices, add delicious, bold flavor to your next grilling experience. Flavoring sauce, a marinade, basting, condiment, or topping. Trick Nick Jerk Barbecue Sauce.
Trick Nick Jerk Marinade gives your meats and vegetables authentic Jamaican jerk flavor. The spices are directly from Jamaica. Spices like jerk seasoning, allspice, Scotch bonnet pepper, fresh scallions, thyme, ginger, and garlic. The key ingredients to a great jerk marinade. 0% sugar and low in sodium. You want to try it?
Good morning. Welcome to I Am Sure Sports. I am Manningsman, your host. How are you doing today? It is a good day. You know that we are encouraged. We are never discouraged. We keep on holding on. We keep on believing. Because the biggest thing we have in this life is that we know who we are and we know whose we are. You understand me? There is a sermon, they call it the Sermon on the Mount. You all know it, right? Matthew chapter 5. Well, this morning, we want to share it with you, all right, so you can get some of them things. You know it very well, the Gospel of Matthew chapter 5. People call this portion of it, they say, it is the Beatitudes. You understand me, all right? It says, and he opened his mouth and taught them, saying, Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you when men shall revile you and persecute you, and say all manner of evil against you falsely, for my sake. Rejoice and be exceedingly glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For so they persecuted the prophets which were before you. It says, ye are the salt of the earth. But if the salt have lost his savour, wherewith shall it be salted. You are the light of the world, a city that is set on a hill, cannot be hidden. These are the words that keep us strong. The words are the Most High. And we meditate, we live in it. Because the power of life and death lies in the tongue. So we speak positive. We speak life. We don't speak death and doom and gloom. We speak as we have identified problems. We speak solution. Because we never want to be a part of the problem, but be a part of the problem solver and the solutions. We not just present questions, but we give answers. We know that there are causes and there are effects. We understand that. So we seek to add value to life in everything that we do. Positive energy. We stay positive, we live positive. We don't fill our life with clutter. We understand that garbage goes in, garbage comes out. So we have a thing that sift to ensure that toxic things stays in the toxic bin. And what is good, godly, and progressive, we allow it to enter the ear gates of our ears, our eyes, and find root in our hearts. So we seek to inspire hope and life. We forever do that. From infancy, we were known as people that even in school brought change, in communities brought change, and we seek to do that because we're not here just to take from the world. We were specifically designed by the Most High, the creator of the heavens and the earth. We were specifically designed to come on this earth to add value to the place and the space that we have. Positive value to make life better and to make people's life better. We don't need a position to do that. But if there is a position that we can add value to, we will. But with or without that, we bring change. You know that the mantra, the man in school, prestigious, is that life without learning is death. So we forever learn. And our school song says, we're the ancient light of learning, in splendor shining over all the west. O school of ours, we pledge thee our devotion. So our whole attitude in life is to make life better. That there'll be an indelible mark that is left by us. That will leave a legacy of goodness and greatness. Every time. Greetings to all of you. And every time I see you, I know that the Almighty God has preserved your life. Peso, Reno FC, Dwight, D.A. Johnson, Issa Allen, 95 Gavin, King Jav, Kevin, Jason. The Almighty preserved. That's why we are here. You understand me? Fresh God indeed. And the ever early, the ever improving, the beautiful one. All right? She has her face covered. I don't know why. And she has is that a sunshine? You understand me? So bless up. You understand me? Good morning, fair lady. Sure improvement. She's a part of your life get better. She improve where she goes. That's the kind of message. But today is a very interesting day. I'm going to talk to you about a few things. You understand me? Yeah, and let you know some stuff that is happening. Read it. Reggae Girlz, the senior girls, the U20 girls are back in Jamaica. You understand me? The senior team will be playing a couple of games, and we're going to discuss the fact that between now and the World Cup, the ending of the World Cup campaign, Jamaica has no windows for friendly games, or they have every one of the windows, there's a FIFA game, meaning Nations League, Gold Cup, something World Cup qualifiers. So how then do players get look at it? What are we going to discuss that? Because what that is going to mean is that players are going to have to be playing at their best in the highest leagues to even warrant a selection. So things are becoming more difficult because coaches generally don't have time to 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 test and try players, because every time there is a window when you get players, it is a competitive game you have. So there's no testing, there's no trial. You have to be ready for the national team. We're going to talk about that today. All right. There is a couple of press releases from the JFF, and there was also discussions that I'm going to read the press releases, but we have also heard that today, between today and tomorrow, the 60-man squad for the Jamaica senior team for the Gold Cup, which is a provisional, will be released. So there should be some press release concerning that happening over the weekend, right? So yeah. Yeah, so but let me just get into this, right? Because there is a couple of stuff that were released, and know that they have been. I want to let you know what is going on. This has to do with, oh, this is the wrong thing. Yeah. So here we go. All right. This one says the JFF is pleased to announce that the Guyana national football team is now being hosted in the island for a 10 days camp at the UWI JFF Captain Horace Burrell Center of Excellence. The team, who are in final preparations for the CONCACAF Gold Cup, arrived in Jamaica on May 26 and will break camp on June 15. This would mean that they were in camp at the time when, that is why probably the U15 team had to camp elsewhere. You realize if you look at the date, because they were in camp from the 26th, they leave June 5th, which is Monday. So 10 days. So that means the U15 could not have been in camp because they would not have sufficient space to host them, right? We are happy to work with our regional counterparts, said JFF President Michael Ricketts. We all have the same goal of improving the standard of our game and progressing on the international stage. We welcome not only international sporting teams like Guyana, but any other group locally or internationally at our facility. We provide whatever is necessary to ensure that each team or group can concentrate on their main objective. We sincerely hope that Guyana will do well in the Gold Cup, and they will be the first of many to be hosted at our center, concluded Ricketts. Guyana will play Grenada in the first round of the CONCACAF Gold Cup preliminary round when it gets underway in June, with the winner advancing to the main competition. All right. All right. Also, they had sent out something earlier yesterday that courts will be handing over some equipment in sponsorship to the JFF on Thursday, which is today 1 p.m. at the Crossroad branch, right? So yeah, if you go on at 1 o'clock, say we go on the JFF YouTube platform, you'll see them probably get some bed and some flat screen TV and some iron board and microwave and some refrigerators and some gas stove up at the Captain Horace Burrell Center. Man don't know. So listen, if you're out in the Kingston area, go and go catch some videos and send them to man so we can see what is going on. You understand me? All right. But yeah, come on. So people, we're gonna get into the main content. So please hit the like button, subscribe. We're gonna open the lines as well a little later from now. So those of you who desire to call in, you can call in. For the persons who have desires of being a part of the panel, we ask that when you come on here, please make sure that you have your cameras on and turn your phones in the landscape, right? So we can get a very good shot. Yeah, Rob Smith. Yeah. Yo, Cataract, you can go down a course and thing and get some coverage, cause Rob Smith said don't want the Chuck detour. That's a good one. If you don't want the Chuck detour and go somewhere else, and you say, hold on there. Where one of the TV gone? Where one of the bed them gone? Hold on there. Where one of the fridge? Hold on there. Where the one of the ice tray them gone out of the fridge? Oh, go on. Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, but there is a U15, and this is not so this is now uh 15 of the players who were at the original trial in early February, March. They will be at this U15 camp, and the camp is in Florida again. And so it will be a camp for 26 kids, and this is going to be ongoing because part of the plan, um, and this is, like Freddie Butler, and like I said, several past players, a lot of the past players. So there's a group of past players who live in the States who will be a part of this, right? And the idea is just to have kids in the States, in the United States of America, North America, to be prepared, keep on preparing, getting ready, so that some of them can play in the U17s that are coming up in a year or so, and just to always have quality being prepared. Because, like what happened recently with the Sweden trip, you have the options, if needs be, of pulling on some of these guys, these youngsters. So they're going to be in an actual camp, learning and training. They will be playing games, and when official, because there's no official appointment, but we believe as just citizens of Jamaica, right, that this is one of the ways that we can give some support to football development in Jamaica. That instead of waiting until the kids are 20 and 19 to say this one is at this club in the MLS, let's bring them in. No, we want to know them from now, begin to prepare them, get them um, Jamaicanized, begin to get them to play friendly games, even if it's against some of the academies, wearing their Jamaican jerseys, right? And, decked out in the Jamaican colors as early as possible. Get the parents on board, ensure that, from this age that they have Jamaican passports and things. So at any point they are called up, they are ready to represent the nation. And so that is part of the effort. And I'm glad to say that things are going and things are running right now. So let me tell you some of the persons that that we have on board in terms of who will be, leading the process. So it is from the 3rd to the 4th, right? We have many volunteers, right? In terms of administrators, we have Kerry James and Matt, and we have a person who will operate as a parent liaison person. We have a Jamaican who lives in the state called Hopeton Rogers. He will be in charge of the equipment, and all of these people are Linval as well. All of these people will be a field marshal, are um, are giving their time and working um, at no expense to the federation, right? So some of the coaches, you may know some of these names: Boris Johnson, Roger Thomas, Carlton Simmons, Freddie Butler are some of the persons. Unfortunately, I would not be able to be there for this one because I have some other things that I will be doing, and preparing for. So I would not be able to make this. But I think this is fantastic. Like I said, it is ongoing. The whole concept is not it's not then. It's not done because Florida is not the only state where Jamaicans, and not everyone um, um, not everyone is able to travel to Florida. So we have the same concept that we will be expanding to in the tri-state area as well. Um, we have made a connection and we just need to plan it out. But sometimes you have to get one thing going before you begin another. All right. Yeah, man. Same one, Mark Gaza. Yeah, yeah. Right. So that's what we are doing. It's a big effort, and again, this is where I believe that we for the expansion and the growth of football in Jamaica. The thing is that the disposable income sometimes of persons in North America is way more than those in Jamaica. So they are better able to provide what is needed. And so this is why these things work. And so I think, just this is the beginning of something. It started a few months ago. Um, and the parents are still motivated. Like I said, we have kids coming from as far as Canada. We have kids coming from the United Kingdom to be a part of this. Kids from New York, kids from Houston, up to this morning. We have persons wanting to be a part of it, but it had to be closed because remember, it is not a trial situation; it is a camp, and so what that means is that they can only facilitate a certain amount of um, of kids at this time. I remember when we did the first one that even Jason was there and he was able to speak, and Carl Wallace was there as well. Mark Lewis was there, who actually have a son who is a centre back that is a part of this. We call him Lulu here. So these are the things we want to do, but we have to, like I said, expand it. We also have a kid from Atlanta. And again, a lot of this is because there's a connection between some of the past players. You have players like I call some of the names, like Paul Young. All right. It will be in Coral Spring, right? So let me give you some of the times. So for those of you in the area, it will be at Cypress Park, not at the field that you went to the last time, but it will be at Cypress Park in Coral Springs. It is 10 a.m. Saturday, right? And 5 p.m. on Saturday. 2 sessions on Saturday. 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. And on Sunday there'll be a 10 a.m. Um, session. So there are 3 sessions, right? 2 on the Saturday, 1 on the Sunday. Where again? Cypress Park in Coral Springs. You understand me? Um, and so that's what we're doing. We also, as you know, we had a meeting where we met with a lot of the past players in the States, and we also trying to see who from the United Kingdom, because I believe this sort of concept can be also done in the United Kingdom, that at under 15, under 17, I use the word Jamaicanize these youngsters. So as early as possible, they begin to buy into the culture of representing Jamaica, and they can play games. I believe if we have a Jamaican contingent of player, you can probably play against the Wales U15 or the Ireland, or just those nations close by, Scotland, those places right in that area, and play games. Whenever it's under 15, I suppose it may be different if they're in academies in terms of getting them. But look at breaks when you can do stuff like that. And I think this is something that, because I believe if just me as a person, you don't have to believe this because you have your own mind, you have your own way. I don't fight you for what you believe, so don't fight me for what I believe. I have never been one to sit on my laurels and just wait for people to do things. I don't sit and wait on the government. I am not going to sit down and wait on the Jamaica Football Federation to implement what needs to be implemented, right? To change anything. I am not going to do that. Here's what I do as a person. I do what I can do. So now there are many things in motion. There's a lot of things happening, you know. Like I said, by July we're supposed to have an astroturf surface in St. Anne. These are the things we want to do because we know that with or without the GFF, you know, we want to make people life better. And when they make mistake, supposed to cuss them and beat them, but nobody's making any excuse for them. I'm not here. So people saying that money is money, you will stop them thing because you're doing what the GFF supposed to be doing. No, I am doing what money's man supposed to be doing as a responsible adult. And I do this because when I was at Reno, I'm telling you, when I was in Westmoreland and being around Reno and those things, it is footballers like Linval Pala Wilson, Aaron Lawrence, Aldean Blacker Bailey, Donald Hewitt. These people used to look out for me. All right? They used to look out for me and be responsible when I'm at Constant Spring. Same thing. Doing so, Fabian, the whole of these people, the Charlie, Moses, all of these people used to look out for me. And as a youngster, they tried to make sure they teach me things and they help me to be better. So here's what. I know that football saved me, right? Because I was able to even do things in university because of football. So now I look at opportunities, and I've been doing this long before now. It's not since I've been on YouTube. We have been sending kids away and getting kids into proper school, helping them with school because they play football. Because I can't sit on people to help people that I can help. I'm going to play my part in the advancement of the whole human race, starting in Jamaica. And I'm not telling you to do that. But I know the plight of many kids in the States who are Jamaicans, who love to represent Jamaica, will not get to represent the United States. So they end up giving up on football. And I think there's an unfairness with that. I think we have to find a way. Not all of them, you know, but if we can help, you know much talent. Probably they were 16 and 17 and they were good. They couldn't play for Jamaica for whatever crazy reason, whether it is quota, preference, bias, not knowing, whatever it is. They couldn't play for Jamaica. They didn't get to play for Jamaica. All right? I know Desmond Nicholson, whose son, stopped playing football. I know Southie have a son. A lot of people I can call a name that I know that I talk to. A lot of people, listen, people, you don't know much people I talk to who had sons at 15 and 16, top talent. They get into college, they stop playing. Because guess what? They never made the USA, any of the USA team, but then they were out of touch with what is happening in Jamaica. So they just die right there. Yeah, man, Siobhan Peart, I'm going to have you come on and I'm going to give you time to go through what you have. I can't, it is your thing, so you need to come and talk to the people about it. All right? So I'll send you the link and then you can come on and do that, right? So, yeah, man. Also, I want you to know, right? So, in the summer, when I'm back here, we're going to be we have a lot of stuff that we're going to go to schools and give to people. A lot of stuff. Boots and shin guards and jerseys. And we're going to do that. We don't like to do these things and publicize them. But just because we want people to know that you can make a difference. And I always say this. You can go to Ross or TJ Maxx or Marshalls or any one of them. Sometimes Walmart or Target or BJ's, whatever. And buy some little ball. You know. Sometimes the dollar store have ball as well. Dollar Tree or any one of them. Dollar General. Buy some football. And you know, if you come to Jamaica, you buy $5 for one of those. You buy 10 of those, you change a school community. You know, it would be good if you could buy a brand new pair of boots. But you know how many kids out here that You see the shoes that you throw away because you buy a new one for your son because it got muddy and nobody was going to wash it. You know that if you just take some time and wash that, a kid in Jamaica would gladly take it. These are the little things we can do, to change the culture. We can't sit down and wait on people. That has always been my way. Some of you don't know that, but they used to, back in the days, you have this, I don't even know if you have it now, but I was a youth leader representative because I was involved in Five Below. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I was involved in youth clubs through the SDC. And so you're a youth ambassador for the parish. So it's a long time from childhood we do them things you are trying to bring change. And so I encourage the people. Don't sit down and wait. And you have a right to hold accountable people who not do what they're supposed to do. You have a right, you are duty bound to cuss them out. You are duty bound to expose them. You are duty bound to do all of that. But you're also duty bound to change the things you can so that we can have a better place. All right, let me take some comments. This one start from right here. Management, we can get a reputable person together, seed investors to start a youth league in Jamaica. I believe Adidas would be happy to represent something like that on the domestic scene. Yeah, true. Listen, you see, here's the thing now. And I think this is a good idea now. But this is one of the things that I'm working on. Right now, I'm working on a proposal with a former footballer to start a futsal. And there's a next person as well who has been reaching out to me because they want to start like a futsal federation in Jamaica where we play actual futsal competition for girls and boys from U13 right across Jamaica on a regular basis to work on close skills. We just need to know that we can get some auditorium in Westmoreland, an auditorium in Hanover, an auditorium in St. James, an auditorium in St. Elizabeth, and we run the tournament and provide everything. Those are the things we want to work on. We can't fix everything, and a lot of them not going to work. But I'd rather try and fail than to never try and not know that I would have succeeded. All right? So, yeah. Yeah, man. Amen. Always know that, man. Just keep on praying because these things are not easy, and they come with a lot of criticism, because the one thing that Jamaican struggle with is this. We don't trust ourselves so much that we always think people have ulterior motives. You understand me? That's it. Management, who will be in charge of the Coral Spring? Who is it? Freddie Butler. So you can reach out to Kerry James. Freddie Butler. Kerry James, you can contact him on Instagram. Roger Thomas will be there. Boris Johnson will be there. You see those persons, or you can send, whatever information, you can reach out to me as well, and then I'll pass that on. All right? You won't be able to join. So Chevron, how am I going to be able to just put it up? You want me to just put up the document? Because I can't explain the document, I can't explain the idea. You understand me? So I did tell you that I was going to do it today, man. But you're going to work. When you guys lay out the AstroTurf, ensure that it's the kids that are utilizing it. I agree. I agree with your realist youth. Yeah. Yeah. Man, is whatever you're doing, keep focus on the kids. That's the only way. Yeah, man. We have to like rebuild. We have to rebuild from the grassroots. You understand me? Yeah. Yeah, no man, cataract. Listen, hey, all right, people. You see, in the States, and you're right in a cataract. Cataract, we have them things covered, man. You see, the last one we did cataract, we had all of those things, man. We have physio, we have medical person, ambulance. Everything is there. I'm telling you. No joke, cataract. No joke. All of those things are there. All of those things. So Cypress Park in Coral Spring, 10 a.m. Saturday, 5 p.m. You understand me? Go support it, man. Go and look at some of these talents and people. I'm telling you. Yeah. We need to get back to this, man. I know that a lot of people have been bitten by trying to help people, but we have to do that. We have to do that. Listen, anytime you talk to Danny Beckford, ask him about the work I'm doing in the center. Ask him up till the pandemic. Ask him bring people come here to keep stuff. Leave all of the equipment. Ask him. Mr. Purser as well was there. If anybody know them people in football in center, they came and they did medical. We just don't put out their things out there. Because when you're helping people, you don't make a right hand know what your left hand doing, man. You understand me? But we go and do the work. We do the work behind the scenes. Because what is important to us is not recognition, it's changing lives for the better. So that's what is happening over there. Yeah. Tell me which team is in the playoff that wear blue, sir? Brian, which team in the playoff wear blue? Tell me. Tell me which team in the semifinals that wear blue. Where y'all going in? You understand me? Ease yourself. Yeah? Born in Canadian Football Association is a lady. Whoa. Look at that. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. CC. Mason Mount, Ghana, Manchester United, CC. You sell your best talent, them CC, man. What you going to manage next year? Pochettino push out some of your ball of them. Me say my plan for buy Harry Maguire. Yeah. All right. So people, I'm all right. I'm going to invite Siobhan Peard because he has something that he wants to share with you. I think he sent it to Mr. Chung. He says he has 10 minutes, so I am going to allow him to come on now. I'm going to put it up and I want him to talk about it. You understand me? This is an X. Again, sometimes when a man put up an idea, everybody will say, yo, that can't work, that can't work. What is your idea? Come up with something, man. So let me have Siobhan Peard comes on, and then there's a document that he has that we're going I'm going to let him go through it and tell you about it. All right. So you said they can't take Maguire for free. Is it true that Manchester United paying him $10 million to leave? Oh, see, somebody put it up. Yeah, you cannot believe that the man them a pay a man to leave. all right. So this is Siobhan. So let me just. All right. So we're gonna let Siobhan go through his presentation. Um, yeah, where is it? Siobhan. Is it? All right, Siobhan, full page 4. Bam. Alright, so Chevron, there you go, 14 pages.
Yeah, you hearing me, man?
Yeah, man. People are
Yeah,
hearing. I am hearing it. Yeah,
yeah. So sorry that I can't turn on my camera
yeah, man.
from
Not a
company
problem.
policy. So yeah, it's basically something that I sent out, just to highlight some things that I think that can be done to kind of raise the awareness of brand Jamaica itself. So it's something that we can go through page by page itself. So
Yeah.
yeah, you can just move on. That's just a welcome message, just introducing the plan itself. If I can scroll on once more, yeah. So those were the phases that I thought. Those are the phases based on the engagement itself to the different aspects. So you have youth engagement, brand awareness, social and fun engagement, and then sponsorship engagement. Let's just scroll down.
Okay.
So with the youth engagement now, it's how everything comes to basically it's like having a relationship with the youths in Jamaica now. So we're having the JFF going out, making their brand being aware to the youths, I mean schools, etc. Having them meet the local players then that are here, and then when the national team is called, we can have the players go out and meet so that the youth then can be more acclimated with our players on the senior team. All right. So, man, I don't know if you can read it for me because I can't read it out.
Oh, it says youth engagement. The youths are the future, and the future is tomorrow. Building a bond between the future of our nation, and the national teams are essential for tomorrow. How everything comes together. Visiting local schools twice per month, introducing the brands and sponsors to the kids, giveaway of sponsors products. Then it goes social impact, right? Introducing our stars to the wider Jamaica, and introducing our Jamaica to our next stars. Having that football feeling back into the hearts of our children so they can have someone to look up to and aspire to be like. Right? Then you have phase two, brand awareness. We have world
Yeah,
renowned
so this one I
talents.
think
Yeah.
yeah, so I think this section is more important because um what a lot of Jamaicans aren't really privy to the brands that are really into the with the JFF itself because they got some new sponsors the other day and we haven't really seen any form of interaction in that sense. So what could be done is having those persons give me a minute, manins. Yeah, manins, if you can go off on me because I just do up a little bit.
Ah,
Yeah, see if you can read that out for me in the meantime.
okay. All right. So this says, um, phase two, brand awareness. We have world renowned talents along with our top brands. So let us use our Jamaican spirit to build both. Having our players representing our sponsors, letting our sponsors know that we appreciate them, engagement activities with our stars with different brands. Then you have phase three, social and fan engagement. Let's have some fun. It's 2023 and social media is a part of everyone's life. Our fans are all over social media, and with a population of 2.8 million on the island, let's aim for at least 1 million followers across all platforms. Posting players and coach interviews, play games and challenges amongst each other to build a bond with each other, engaging with fans via IG Live, YouTube Live, Snapchat, and Twitter with giveaways of kits, signed jerseys, and the opportunities of meeting the teams. Connect with us. It says, with our new website, we want to connect with the fans across the globe. So they're up to date with all things Jamaican football. Phase 4, right? Sponsorship engagement says there's no such thing. It should be us having too much sponsor, and with our current line of talent available to us, along with our current sponsors, there is no better time to go out and engage with potential sponsors.
And if you look at the photo as well, Amanins,
Ah,
if you scroll, if you look at the photo, that's up. Go back at the first one, the one just no.
yeah, hey,
You know, like
I
when
don't know,
most
man.
teams,
All right,
international teams, they're training.
I'm not hearing you.
Yeah, me, I hear it too. Yeah, hear me now?
Uh, you're, you're very, 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 you're very low.
Yeah, hear me now?
I'm having, guess what? I'm having heavy rain, so you have to talk loud. Go ahead.
Yeah, what I say now is with with national teams, the training kits, they usually have sponsors on the training kits itself.
Yeah,
Yeah. With this I can actually have, like, if you look at the picture with Whisper there, just imagine you could sell the brand of having like a as potential sponsor, having their brand at the front of the training gears, having the potential of having their brand being aligned with an Adidas kit itself. If you get what I'm saying. It's my ear.
yeah, yeah, man. I hear, yeah.
All right, continue down, if anything. All right, can you read that out for me?
All right. A partnership with Adidas could potentially be the leverage the federation needed to draw sponsors on board. The potential of having your brand beside the three stripes is massive.
You can scroll down.
We're not finished yet. Look at the possibilities. Think that is branding inside the national stadium. Follow us on social media. Thanks for your attention. Bam. That's it.
Yeah, so my name's like your opinion on it, basically, if you don't mind. I'm gonna jump off now. Me just listen from now on.
Yeah, no man, I think it is very good. This is, I mean, listen, every idea that is positive can be looked at, and can be added to. So I think this is a good start. Some of the things that we can start working on. Of course, you know that um, people are going to criticize it, so you have to just be positive, my brother. Like, the first thing people do, they never come up with anything yet. They wait until others come up with it, and they start criticizing. But I think it is workable. It is the kind of thing that we need in the football. Just people coming up with stuff, having it written down, and I just want you to know that you have to find a way to get some of these things that you can do done, even if you don't get the support of the federation. And that is my biggest thing. To get things done with, even if the JFF don't come on board. Because some people want to see things in motion, before they join it. So I would say get it in motion.
Yeah, but some of the things I'm here, it's really hard to get in motion without the JFF, because the JFF would need to
Yeah,
be, especially.
yeah, but I you can there, and I think Kyle is somebody you need to talk to, because in terms of fan engagement, I think some of these things that you can do is something that can be done through the Reggae Boys Supporters Club. Because what I know is that if you guys come together and that gets going, because the time that you're going to take for this to, like Mr. Chung say, he passed it on to the other person. What if that other person don't pay attention to it? Don't let the idea die because somebody don't believe in it. That's all I'm saying. Don't let it die because somebody else don't believe in it. So I would say, what in this? Some of the things you need the GFF. What can we do outside of the GFF? Let's connect with Kyle and get it going.
All right, MG, Manny. So let me say, I'm say, so if we get the opportunity before the show finish, me jump on back, cause I should be there work right now.
Yeah, man,
So,
understand totally.
all right. So if anything, me jump on back later. And if you have the opportunity as well, I can pass it on to Cranky, Nia, and everybody else, so them can review it and get them opinion on it as well.
Okay. Yeah, man.
All right,
All
then.
right
Thanks
then.
again.
Respect. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So that is Shavan, people. And that is his, his way of saying, listen, this is my idea, right? Yeah. All right. Let me take. I thought Management was a team manager, but it appears he is also. Brethren, ease yourself. The the engagement of fans and ordinary man in the street was key to what got the Jamaica population at home and abroad for the 1998 campaign. Okay, all right. Gunners boss, hey Gunners boss, big up yourself. Service provided by Adidas. You need to do more family friend activities to get the public to come on out. All right, big up Mr. Porter. Been a minute. I am on the outside looking in. Don't know what that means, but big up Mr. Porter. Get on the inside. Respect to you, President Manning's man. Are you a lead? Who mad? A.M. Henry says, excellent idea. Well done, Shavan. Mr. Porter says it's not too hard to do. One of our best teenage talent now is in the States and have given up on the sport. He was the hottest U15 prospect at Mount Pleasant, and his father is a schoolboy and Premier League winner. Bad baller. Mark Gaza, tell me a who, no man. Tell me a who. Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah, this has to be done through a fan club. Great idea. You see, Shavan, you're getting a lot of support, man. Yeah. Yeah, the preliminary squad comes out today. Yeah, it comes out today, so yeah. But is it 60 man thinking 60 man roster? Yeah, let's see. Where is Oyini Blake? Can you turn on your camera, sir? Our major sponsor is here now, Gunners Boss, and we want to make sure that we represent his millions well. So please make sure. And today is Ludlow Bernard's birthday, So he's 60 years old. Mr. Ludlow Bernard, coach at Harborview. Decent coach, decent human being. Happy earth strong, hope you live to see many, many more. Be blessed and stay blessed, sir. All the best on your birthday. And to all the Harborview fan base, big up on yourself. But a Mount Pleasant title. All right, big up yourself. Gunners Boss. Been a minute, my friend. Where have you been? Gunners Boss.
Yes, hello.
Yeah,
Can
man.
you hear me?
Yeah, I hearing you now. People are hearing him. They will tell that you need to talk up some more.
Boy, I don't know if it's maybe you can't down with me too.
Oh.
But hold on, look up on it. Better now.
Yeah, man. Oh, you mean, man? Yeah, man. That's safe
Big
sound,
up
man.
yourself, people in that comment. Big up yourself, Brendan. Brendan, I beg your $5. Drop a $5 super sticker that Brendan. Please on time. See you in that comment after. All that yeah, beg that. Nice, man. How are you?
Brethren, brethren, brethren want to know, right? Why the cat get your tongue?
Look like me drunk and sleep outside and my tongue stick out on him bike. All up the manins, man.
Yes.
Me have to go call you. I've got to call you back.
Okay. All right. The boss came and got Gunner's boss Ford. He wants to run. He had to run. No man, Pele Wilson's son is at Phoenix. Pele Wilson's son is at Phoenix. Big up brethren. Yeah. Yes. Yep. So yeah. But that's what we have to do. You understand me? Come up with stuff that can, help to bring changes to the football. Some of them will work, some will not. Some people will add to them, some people will take away from them. But we have to keep on doing it and see what we can do instead of waiting, right? I also want to remind you guys that the Reggae Girlz have two friendlies, send out friendlies in Jamaica. So I'm hoping that they are still on. I hope the JFF can get those going. We don't want to disappoint the girls. I want to speak to that, right? I really want to speak to that. I want to make sure that our senior girls, I hope and I pray that all things are in order, all their salaries are paid, their flights, their hotel, their training camps, everything. Make this be the best experience for our female team. They continue to make us proud. They continue to defy the odds. They have worked hard under much duress with what globally women call low salary. So we have to make sure this time around we treat them with the highest level of professionalism. And that is my plea, and that is my that is my proposition. Please make sure that everything necessary, everything needed is done to make this senior female team have the best experience at this World Cup down under in Australia. All right. It doesn't matter if you believe that they will come out of the zone. That matters not. This is 2 World Cups in a row that we have qualified for. And I believe that we are going to qualify for the next one as well. Right? So this is historic and this is significant. All right? Significant. So the persons who are in authority, make sure you put together all the pieces. You call all the people. You tie everything down. Make sure all visas are in line. All passports are up to date. Everything, all contacts are sent out. Make sure that everything, check again, have somebody check again, and then get somebody else to check and check again, so we can get this right. It's not Kevin Pele Wilson and Pesa, man. I'm telling you. All right. So, and now with what just happened with the U15s, please, well, the CSC games is not going to be in the States. I don't know if we have straight flight to El Salvador or we have to connect in the States and to El Salvador. But whatever it is, please start checking right now. The squad has been selected, so they can start be in preparation and training for this. They can start get all their documentation together. We can start looking at flights to get them over there, right? Please. All right. We want to see our teams leave and return without any issues. We don't know if the coach has been announced yet, who the coach is going to be. I heard that they were in training. I don't know if it is because Mr. John Wall is here. If he's helping to condition the team. I don't know, like those things we should be coming out, or should come out now so people can know. Um, Peso Pele's son is at Phoenix. I'm telling you, right? He's at Phoenix. That's where he's at. But that's not the person that Mark is talking about. Yeah. All right. So, have you seen this the 60 man roster for Jamaica? Any names on it that surprises you? Think all the teams now have out their rosters, or should. Let me see if I can find it. Let us see. I'm trying to find it. Oh, I didn't hail up Joan Spence and Kenisha Farkison. Welcome to the platform. Blessing. Yep. Let us see it. Sure, I would. I'm still looking. Trying to see if I can find it for you. Marlon Nelson, bless up, man. Every time. Yeah. I'm not seeing it as I know that I know that Canada's roster is out. I'm not and the USA, Mexico. I'm not seeing Jamaica's. So we will see. I'm not finding it, so I will check. Yeah, so waiting on Cataract to come on. But do you know that how the football is right now, between now and the ending of the World Cup campaign? All the windows, all the windows, right? All all the windows are either Nations League, World Cup qualifiers, Gold Cup, some tournament. So now, if you have no windows where you can play unofficial games, how will that work? How would that work? How would it work for players? It would mean then that the players have to be playing at the highest level on a regular basis. No, Christopher, I'm not mixing up anything, man. It's on the PDF page 25. On the PDF, what PDF? I'm not seeing it. Jeez. Then Anonymous OG, then just put the link in there so we can see if we can find it. Because I'm not seeing it. Let me see. We're gonna find it, don't worry. Which link now? Anonymous OG. Where is it? Alright, let's see. Anonymous OG said he posted the link before. I don't see any link from you, Anonymous OG. You don't post no link, man. You didn't post any link. Not see any link from Anonymous OG. This is all the way up to the top. No, I didn't see the link. That's what I'm saying. I didn't see the link. Yeah, but I know it was released. I said it, but I can't find it. I'm trying to find it, and I can't find it. Oh yeah. I found it now. Finally, I found it. Is it this? Yes. Is this it? No, I don't think this is it. No, this is not it. Not yet. I'm still trying to find it. Oh, Jamaican National Conquer Cup, Gold Cup. All right, Marlon, send me the link if you have it, because I'm not seeing it. I still not seeing it. I don't know. You have to WhatsApp it to me because I'm not seeing it. 10. All right, check my WhatsApp. Okay. Okay. So now the roster is a PDF. All right. So let me show the people it. All right. Oh boy. All right. So let me show them it, Alex. Bum. This is the Rasta, the Rastafari. All right. So people say they want to see it. Let me show it to you. Finally, we have it. Present. All right. Here you go. So let me show you the Rasta right here. 60 men Rasta for Jamaica. There we are. All right. This is it. Oh, this is not it. Kanga. Rates in alphabetical order. E F G H I J A E F G H Guyana next. Guadeloupe, and then you have Grenada, then you have Guyana, Guatemala, then Guyana, then you have Jamaica. Oh, you have a H team, Honduras. Then you have Jamaica. All right, so this is a 60-man roster. All right, Corey Ade, Colin Anderson, Michael Antonio, Luke Badley Morgan, Leon Bailey, Amari Bell, Deshaun Bernard, Andre Blake, Kanaya Boyce Clark, Javena Brown, Corey Burke, Ataforai Bygrave, Ronaldo Cephas, Fitzroy Cummins, Junior Fleming, Kamor Foster, Ian Frey, Amari Hutchinson, Demarai Gray, Daniel Green, Wesley Harding, Michael Hector, Daniel Johnson, Richard King, Amal Knight, Kevon Lambert, Joel Latibodier, Kemar Lawrence, Gregory Lee, Dexter Lembikisa, Damian Lowe, Jamal Lowe, Adrian Amariapa, Ravel Morrison, Shamar Nicholson, Shane Staple, Kahima Paris, Demario Phillips, Ethan Pinnock, Alvis Powell, Bobby Reed, Dujon Richards, Kemar Roof, Jonathan Russell, Delano Splott, Trevante Stewart, Ricardo Thomas, Jamali Waite, Lamar Walker, and Devon Williams. Those are the names of the players that have made the professional roster. Oh, yes. Oh, no. Yeah. No, yeah, no. Anthony Grant is there. Yeah. Yeah. People, it is a 60-man roster. There's Deshaun Bernard. There's also Latibo there. Welcome to the show.
Big up, man, everybody.
Omari Hutchinson is there, people. Yeah, man, big up yourself. Wagwan Marlon. Any surprises? Because this is a 60-man roster. You understand me? So, I don't know. Like, people already concerned. How's everybody name did it? He's 60. But what say you?
It's highlight the player, Ian Frey. You know, say, my boy.
Yeah,
Good to see that he a part of the squad. Even if he doesn't make the Gold Cup squad, at least he can see that he's been looked at by Jamaica.
yeah,
Nothing. We all know that Deshaun Bernard possibilities have been there.
yeah. So me just tell the people, look, people, Joel Latibodier. See it? Demarai Gray. So they are
Yeah.
there. Are you surprised that Yeah, Colin Anderson is there. But what's his name? Oh, winger over there that jeez, he plays
Norman
in.
Campbell.
Huh?
Campbell.
No, not Campbell. Cephas is there, man. Now Norman Campbell is not. Kenroy Campbell is not. Um. Oh,
Denmark.
jeez. He played in the Gold Cup last time around. He played in one of those.
No, Blair.
Yeah, Blair
Blair.
Turgott. Are you
Blair
surprised?
Turgott
He's
injured.
injured.
He's injured.
Okay.
He just start his rehab. Couple days. Just barely start jogging now. So Blair is out for the season. Probably if he come back, will be if he come back. Their season finish late early mid October there. So I
Okay.
think that's the time. But question mark Norman Campbell there. Kenroy Campbell says so both Campbells is a question mark about them. Especially Norman with the fun that he has in the last couple weeks and so. Last 6 weeks has been exceptional for his team. And
Okay.
he's a big
Okay.
question.
Okay. What about Tyler Roberts? Because he's going to the U thing there.
He was Scott is a part of it. Scott and Bally Morgan is a part of the squad same. So
Yeah. So
that's another
from the U20 you have Splat, Bradley Morgan, Kanaya Boyce Clark. Yeah. Um. Yeah. There's.
it's as I said that will be the big question mark both Campbells, especially Norman Campbell. So right? That's a big question mark there.
Yeah.
He has been up for his right? The 60-man pool if he cannot make it then well
Yeah.
I
Brain Drain want you to speak to the absence of
Maggie.
Maggie.
Well, Maggie has had two games. I don't think that will put them in the eye of them, right? But as I said, there's a big question mark over some selection. If
Yeah.
you could
But what?
specialize, it
Go ahead. Sorry.
brings no. If I see Speedy being a part of the pool, Malik Foster could have been a part of the pool as a winger as well,
Yeah.
right? Even carrying Reggie Boo there, I don't see Reggie Boo being there over Campbell same way.
Okay. Reggie Boo is Daniel Green people.
Man, so Daniel Green, so Reggie and my boy. So there's a lot of question mark.
Okay.
I think the defenders select themselves. I think they all as we before. I think the only inclusion have been the defender have been the
And
only body actor.
here comes Ohini Grant. Ohini Blake. Oh jeez. What did I say, Grant?
Guess what? Send me the link when we come on and so
Yeah.
somebody's can use the phone line.
All right. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. All right. Let me do that.
Good morning. Good morning. Afternoon, man. You just a dash it power with no warning. I understand.
What are you talking about?
You just a
You were
dash it
listening to
power
the
with no
show.
warning.
You were listening to the show. Will it
No,
talk
no,
about that long time?
no. So you say the sixth man is that's what you're revealing?
Yes. Yeah.
Well, I have. So you can answer my first question.
I can try.
Okay. Look, is one player I want to see the 60-man squad. Is he there?
Who?
The judge.
The judge. The judge.
The judge.
The judge is not in the 60-man roster.
Okay.
All right, let me go to the G's. Let me go to the G's and see all the G's that are there. I can't remember seeing the judge. All right, for the G's, I see Gray, Green.
Which Gray?
Them are right, Gray.
So Andre Gray is not in the 60-man pool?
Andre Gray, that's I don't see Andre Gray name either. Yeah. So let me go over it again. Starting with the A's. Corey Adai from Crawley Town. Colin Anderson, Cavaliers. Michael Antonio, West Ham. Luke Badley Morgan, Stoke. Leon Bailey, Aston Villa. Amari Bell, Luton Town. Deshaun Bernard, Portsmouth. Andre Blake, Philadelphia Union. Connor Boyce Clark, Reading. Javane Brown, Vancouver. Corey Burke, New York Red Bulls. Tafari Bygrave, Mount Pleasant. Ronaldo Cephas, KF Scoopy, I think it is. And then Fitzroy Cummins, Veer. Junior Fleming,
Fitzroy
Toulouse.
Cummins, what? Veer?
Veer, yeah.
Veer United, okay.
Yeah. Kemar Foster, Waterhouse. Ian Frey, Inter Miami. Omari Hutchinson, Chelsea. Demarai Gray, Everton. Daniel Green, Huchai.
Vietnam.
Wesley Harding, Rotherham. Michael Hector, Charlton. Daniel Johnson, Preston. Richard King, IBV in Iceland. Amal Knight, Lexington. Kevin Lambert, Phoenix Rising. Joel Latibodier, Swansea. Kemar Lawrence, Minnesota. Greg Lee, Ipswich. Dexter Lembikisa, Wolverhampton Wanderers. Damian Lowe, Philadelphia Union. Jamal Lowe, Queen's Park Rangers. Adrian Mariappa, Salford City. Ravel Morrison, DC United. Shamar Nicholson, FC Spartak. O'Shane Staple, Harbour View. Kaheem Paris, Dynamo Kiev. Demario Phillips, Mount Pleasant. Ethan Pinnock, Brentford. Alva.
Hold up, pause there. Hold up, pause. There's some names. Did you call Dwayne Atkinson?
No, not yet.
No?
No,
Because he would be on the A.
no, I didn't call Dwayne Atkinson.
So Dwayne Atkinson not included. You called CFS?
Yes.
Okay. So Dwayne Atkinson would be a significant omission. But go ahead.
Alva
Yeah.
Stowell, FC Cincinnati. Bobby Reed, Fulham. Dujan Richards, Phoenix All-Star. Kemar Roof, Rangers. Jonathan Russell, Barnsley. Delano Splat, Fulham. Trevante Stewart, Mount Pleasant. Ricardo Thomas, Dunby Holden. Jamali Waite, Pittsburgh. Lamar Walker, Portmore. Devon Williams, Colorado, Switchback. That's your roster for the Jamaica senior team. That's your provisional roster there.
So the for me the big names that I don't see would be Andre Gray. I'm not sure the name of his club in Greece. And he has been having a productive season. He scored quite a few goals in the Conference League in Europe. Versus Kemar Roof, who has been injured for most of the season at Rangers. That would be what I'd say would be a glaring omission. Dwayne Atkinson, who has generally been a part of squads. He was in the 2 games against Trinidad, and I think he was a standout player in the first game in Montego Bay. And Anthony Grant, who is at the same club as Corey Adai, part of the defensive unit at Crawley Town that kept a couple of clean sheets in the last 4 games to just ensure their survival. So those would be the three players that would have stood out to me as not being included.
Yes.
And so if you pick a 60-man squad and you can only see three, then I think that would be satisfactory in terms. And the coach must know what he's looking for.
Yeah. All right.
So,
Cataract, I'm going to leave you on the wheels of steels with none other than the Mr. Man from Mount Pleasant, Mr. Marlon Nelson, to run the show. Please do not burn the house down. I'll be back in a jiffy.
or burn up the sound. The turn up the bass and burn up the sound. Marlon.
Hey, Cataract, big up yourself.
Yeah.
Big up everybody. All right, everybody.
So I pointed to three omissions. Um, that would have stood out to me. What say you on those?
Norman Campbell.
No man, the Andre Gray omission.
Norman
Um,
Campbell. Those two. I think Norman Campbell has been really on top of his game in for over the past 6 weeks. Looked like a player who's really giving defenders headache in Serbia over the past 6 weeks. Even last week I was talking to somebody from Partisan, and he was like, I think he's thinking that he could make a move to one of the bigger teams. So I think he's a question mark, but at the same time, you have to always look at the wing and say, but when you see other persons there who's playing that position, I'm happy for Cephas to be there. I think the surprise name is Ian Frey being there. A name I was looking for to be a part of the pool. Trevon Gray from NYFC City, New York City.
so
Um,
he's in the pool. What I was asking is Trayvon Gray in the pool? Because I only heard one Gray, which was
only Gray.
Damaris. Maybe they have a quota system at Grays.
That says still, I think we can basically identify 25, 26 players basically already. That will, and then you put it on the 23. I think some players they just put the names there. As Brian was asking about Maggie, I think Maggie looks good playing the two games that I've seen him in, right? But I think start playing late, so I don't know if the coach see him as yet. Probably because he wasn't playing football. Kemaroof is surprising to be a part of the squad, but as I said, they just probably fill fill the spot with some name, Fitzroy Cummings and these guys. So
So,
just look bad still.
no, it doesn't look bad. I would say a solid 8.5, 9 out of 10 for me.
Yeah,
Um,
there.
I still wonder about the CDM position, Kevin Lambert, has been a part of squads, but has never been on the pitch. And you know my thing in Grant we trust. Um, but the coach might be looking towards the future. When I see the omission of Andre Gray and Anthony Grant, I think he may be looking towards the future, even though Adrian Mariappa is included. Um,
That's because I think out of all our strikers this season, right? The best person we had with Heritage striker is basically Clark Harris, which doesn't have his documents intact as yet. So I think he will be out of it. But Andre Gray, you're playing in Europe. I think was this. I think they finished fifth or fourth in the league, playing the European League as Conference League as well. So his experience is there, right? So he could have been a part of it. Basically, he has been a part of the squad before with the coach. So that's probably that's a question mark there, right?
yes, I was surprised at Kemar Roof because Kemar has been injured all season. I don't think you can look at the facts. I don't think he has played 90 minutes for Rangers.
Five or something games, so he doesn't have a lot of minutes. The same thigh strain and hamstring come back again on him. But
Right.
I think the coach really switch him off at the end of the season so that he don't
Yeah,
want.
they shut him down.
And it was the same thing. It was the same thing I said about Liam Moore. Um, with basically Reading not going anywhere, seen there in the relegation zone. Although they were fighting at that time, but he's coming from a ACL here. They should shut him down same way. KC Palmer came back the other day, same and played 25 minutes. Looked okay, but you see the explosiveness what you're looking for from him, he wasn't there. So I think he's another person should have been shut down as well and come back fresh for the new season. But at the same time, it's a 150 million game you're playing. So if you could go out there and get minutes are brilliant for him, moments are brilliant for him, I think the coach bank on
So,
that.
so my question is Casey Palmer injured? Because he
Yeah,
came on in the 80th
not,
minute and came off in the 102nd. Was it injury why he came off or tactical?
I think I think from what they were saying at Coventry, the coach said he brought him on there because of what's the name, the guy from the Brazilian guy got injured, Amer. So he wanted somebody, so he made a gamble, right? But
Yes.
he was, because basically Casey would have been somebody he would wanted to play the 120 to up to that 120 minutes to take a penalty. And if they take him off, it's, I don't think it's tactical. I think it's probably saving him than basically wrecking him and don't have him for next season.
Okay. So that would be another omission. Casey Palmer, because he really had a standout season at Coventry after really just being coasting at Bristol. But overall, I think a solid 8.5 to 9 out of 10. What say you guys in the chat? Let's see some of the man them. Um, First God said Roof should have never been in the sixth man. Um, J. Ross said Roof, nothing there either. Like Alvas.
Their
But I
names
think
are there. There are certain names are there to just fill out the roster, right? As I said, some nation know even by that stretch it out. They put 35 players and that's it. So I think some people here just fill a gap, right? There are around 30 players gonna take serious to be a part of it. The rest of them they're just names to basically fill a gap to say, okay, we have these players here. I'm very happy to see Latiba there. I hope documents, everything is already sorted out. Not to
yeah,
just put his
I think Latipa there and Deshaun Bernard's documents, passport, they have their passport in hand. Um, Prior to Damari Gray.
yeah, because I heard they're in an advanced stage more than his. So
More than his, yes. So that's the information coming to us that they've got their documents. So welcome Deshaun Bernard, welcome Latiba there. Well, it's really welcome Deshaun Bernard and welcome back to Latiba there. Let's say the man them in the chat. Let's say the score. Really, you would say 9 out of 10. Him give it.
so the well
Um,
as well.
Ian Cam said Trey and Gray is not included.
But he's not there, Ian.
They're not there.
And I welcome as well and Michael Hector.
Well,
Um,
welcome back, Michael Hector. And welcome to Damari Gray. So
yeah.
my question is, with the
And
addition,
welcome to the
with the
senior
addition,
Balde Morgan as well.
yes, because he was called up for Trinidad, the doubleheader against Trinidad, but did not he did not come. I think he might have had a knock at the time.
I think that's when
There,
he got injured and just started playing back. So
right. But how do we feel? Let me start at the matter. How do we feel about the inclusion of Damari Gray, how does that make the man them feel? Do you think that that is? I heard somebody saying that he might be the savior. Do you think that's the piece that puts us over the edge in this Gold Cup,
I
Marlon?
want to I want to say so. I want to say that. I think the player that could have really put Jamaica right up there with him. You know that I love Morgan Gibbs' wife. That's a player that I really have a lot of time for, right? I think he's one of the most dynamic midfielders that plays in the Premier League as basically a number 10, right? I don't see him. I don't think England gonna change their system to fit him in a team. Yes, he's in the Euro 21 again, being 23, going 24 now. So I know, hope when he get 24 and he cannot play for the under 21 again. No, he have to make a decision. So
Well,
I think
but the
Demar
thing is, Damari Gray doesn't play the number 10. He's been played at number 9 as a striker this season, and he's traditionally a wide man on the left and sometime on the right flank, but more so on the left flank, the left wing. So I haven't really seen him much as an attacking midfielder, number 10.
playing there last year. He was playing there last year when Iobi was playing on the left hand side and covered Lewin was at the time. So they used him there when he was scoring those spectacular goals. Same way. So
But using him there is different from it being his sort of mainstay position. I mean, he was used as a makeshift striker, and persons pointed out to his goal contribution not being high, though he was. But we have to realize that the player is playing out of position. I don't think he's a savior, but I think he's a big piece of the puzzle, and I think that he will make. Um, I think the person who will benefit from all of this is Michael Antonio, because teams will now have to pay attention to Leon Bailey on the right wing and Demarai Gray on the left wing, and not be able to double team Michael Antonio as they did in the World Cup qualifiers. What say you?
that's true. That's true. But at the same time, I think this is where now I think the coach will now have to switch a formation to play 4-2-3-1 or 4-4-1-1 to have Bobby Reed,
It's
Gray.
a weird. I want to see the first. I want to see that the 15th of June can't reach fast enough to me because I want to see the formation we use.
Right? These are high quality Premier League players that have to consider on your team. So it's not okay, Bailey is over there, we gotta hit down Bailey on the left. You have weapons coming from through the middle, on both flanks, and up top. Right? So it's they're more balanced now. They're more balanced in attack there.
So, but do you think the casualty might be Shamar Nicholson? Because he won't be able to play both Shamar and Michael Antonio and play the two wingers.
I don't see both of start. I don't see both of them starting. I think you could see Bobby Reed or Gray playing as a fast line of Antonio. To support the midfield and support the striker. Playing that little pocket so they can go right or left and the wingers they interchange come inside. So he can do that as well.
But I think the Mara's crossing ability, he's a decent cross of the ball. That would augur well for Antonio. We sort of struggled from that wing. We had Junior Fleming. Who didn't really give us the productivity that we were looking for. So I think the man is a significant upgrade over Junior Fleming, who was the last person that really held the wing position when we were at the Gold Cup the last time around.
Definitely.
Do you agree?
Yeah, definitely. Is a big upgrade. You're looking at an upgrade around almost 500%.
So you would say it's an upgrade from a Toyota Corolla to a I would say the Mara is a Mercedes Benz, but where would I say the Barrett is? If I was to compare him to a car, where would I put him now? I don't think he's a Mercedes Benz, but something little under the Mercedes. I don't know,
Um,
like for the American man, they made like an Infinity or something like that. You know, but you are correct. Is a 500% upgrade is kind of accurate. Um, yeah, but respect in my opinion. Um, I'm gonna comment a little nice now. So Marlon, just take it away for a minute. I need 4 minutes there.
Man is back as well. So I think, guys,
Yes.
I'm very happy to see Ian Frey, and it, he's just got, fully fit now. Start getting some game time. Played 2 back-to-back games, right? So happy to see him a part of it. He's a person who can play. He's more like a box-to-box centre back, right? So happy to see him there. He's my surprise there. Good to see Corey Adai back there again. So it shows you the goalkeeping even get deeper now. Yeah, what's your
Well,
thought on that?
yeah, we have a caller who was calling. So I was going to. What I'd say is that this is a 60-man roster, not a squad. So you have to name that. That means if people for whatever reason can't, you can only select out of this group of players. That's what it is. I think Jason has said it right that what we need to look at is the 23-man squad. Or out of the 60, who would go
That's what,
to, yeah, we need to look at this and see, out of the 60, which 30 are going to go to Austria, because from that, the squad will be selected, right? So if for example, people are asking about Johnson Clark Harris, I would say to them is the players that are there are players who have requisite documentation are in the process. So if Johnson Clark Harris is not there, it means that they're not there yet. So he would not be in it. You understand me? Because a player would not be in this if they don't believe that by the Gold Cup he would have the requisite stuff. Yeah, so I don't think this is a thing for, oh my God, um, anything to be upset about or
No, I don't think there was upset, man. I think we all agreed that the squad is a solid eight. The roster is a solid 8.5 to 9.
I
They
getting a
can
feedback from
only.
you. Ketterak, I getting a feedback from you. I don't know how come.
I don't know how
Um,
come.
Let me see if it is a caller. Good afternoon. Welcome to the show, leader.
Yeah, man. Good afternoon, Mr. Stennett. Good afternoon, Cataract. And there's somebody else there, Marlon.
Yes.
big up
Okay.
yourself. Yes, up.
Yeah, man. I just looking at the 60, and I just want to give a quick little opinion. It looks like one of the things that Hal Grimson will definitely leave us with is a solid base for 2026 and beyond, and 2030, because what I'm seeing here is that I'm almost seeing like a ready-made backline for when that next campaign comes after this one. Because with the inclusion of Bernard, Latibadir, Limbikisa, and Richard King at some stage, we're looking at a good backline going forward. And there are some really good. It's balanced. I don't really have any problems with it. It looks very good when you break it down to the 23. It looks quite good to me. I think it's well balanced. You have good youth, experience in there. The only one I'll question, though, to be honest, would be the inclusion of Mariappa. Yeah, that's the only one I'd be wondering at this stage, because when you look at who he has to call from right now, between Pinnock, Bernard, Low, Latibadir, boy, even Richard King. Richard King can't get into my final 23 when I look at who is here. right? And then you have Wes Harding also there. It's the back line is significant. You can see, So the final 23 is going to be hard for him to pick, and there are going to be some names left out that are going to shock people. Believe me, but it looks good. It really looks good, and I'm looking forward to seeing Cephas because I see where it looks like he's going to sneak into this team here.
Okay.
But leader is very type of in the team. I
Sorry?
hope he can get to be a part of the players that are going to Austria, so he can get to show what he can do. That's what I hope he can be a part of it, to go to Austria.
It looked
So he
like
can
his
get
credit. It looked like his credit ran out.
what kind of credit leader.
I don't know. Maybe he bought $100 credit. I don't know. Cataract. Let me see if you're feeding. Yeah. Cataract.
Yeah, man, you have to give me a minute. And I some I'll be there in
Oh,
1 minute.
okay. Yeah, but I don't like these are the things that I don't think people should work themselves up. You understand me? Over. Because the truth is, if the player that you wanted was in there, it wouldn't be a problem to me. Like this is not the big deal. Like the big deal is like I said, who goes to Austria and then who goes to the Gold Cup. Because some of these names are there because you just had to fill the spaces. It's better to fill the spaces because there's no way like some of the names on this are going to be called up. Huh?
So I said to Cataract, I said, you just call some names here to fill the spot, fill
Yeah.
up the roster. But they're part of the 30, then to mention the 23-man squad.
Yep. There you go. I think that is when you kind of have the discussion. But I mean, you can now see from this, though, at the same time, like you can now have a better idea of where your 23 is going to be. It's kind of easier for the fan to say, all right, well, based on this, we know that at least Gray, Latibodier, and probably Bernard are good. You understand me? When you look at the fact that they are in a list of 60, it would mean that by that time there is some sort of confidence that they will have the requisite documentation to represent, or else they would not have been in it.
Definitely. And I think there's one player, as I said, I'm happy to see him there, right? He has gone through a turmoil 2 seasons. One is, and you know that Ian Frey, I'm excited to see him there.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think the part, he's a person who could sneak in it.
Yeah, but
It's a position that we're desperate.
I don't think he would be going to Austria though. Like I just think like sometimes, and I know people don't believe this, but I think a player who been through what he has been through, supported by his club, doing so well now, the club is going to need him. I almost feel like he would play MLS and miss out now and probably wait until Nations League. I just feel like that. Like I think like
I don't really have a problem with that either.
yeah,
I don't have a
like it's
problem with that.
almost like listen, the club did so much for me. Let me just
Season.
focus on the club for now, and then afterwards I can focus on Jamaica. I that's what I'd probably do.
So, Mannings, what do you feel about the inclusion of Kemar Roof, who really hasn't played any football this season due to injuries for Rangers?
So let me say this, right? I know this coach. Any player that this coach, because he will call all 60 players on this, would have had a conversation with the coach. Everyone. He leaves nothing to, when it comes down to his players, he will personally call each of them and communicate with them. So if Roof is there, it is because he believes that by the time we get to the Gold Cup, he would be in some sort of condition to represent if needed. Or he was told that, listen, we're going to include you, but because we're thinking about you for the Nations League. But we just want you to know that we still have you on it. And if you weren't injured, you'd have made this. So that's what I think.
So you think it's inclusion really to keep the player in mind?
Yeah, like that could be it. Like says, I know you're injured. I know you wouldn't be fully fit. We may not need to call on you because we're going to have a squad. But I'm going to put you in this because I don't want you to believe that we abandon you in sickness. It could be something like that because you probably see the player as someone you can rely on after the Gold Cup. So in that case, I don't think, yeah, right?
Not hearing you, Manins.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't think it is inclusion, knowing that he's injured, he can't represent. Why not put some? I think it will be something down that line, in my opinion.
Okay. And the other question I would ask is I didn't see Casey Palmer there. What is he in our plans
I
going forward? Because he
don't.
really had a breakout season for Coventry.
Yeah, but I don't know that kind of question. I don't know what I mean. If he's in our plan, me not understand the question.
No, as you said, for example, that roof inclusion was to
No.
demonstrate
All
things
right,
that.
hey, Catherine, you have to careful what you ask me and what you interpret it for mean. You and I are having a conversation about roof, and I'm
Yes,
telling you that in my opinion, this could be the thinking as to why roof.
yeah, we
When
are
you
speculating. None of
no
us are the coach.
no man, when you get to KC Palmer now, you start ask me, is he a part of our plans? Me don't know that. If you can ask if he should, you can
Hold
ask
on.
me if he should be a part of Jamaica's plan going forward, then I can answer that. But when you ask me if he should be a part of the plan, it make it sound like I am part of the people who
No,
determine.
I'm asking you
Hey,
as a commentator on Jamaican football.
yeah. Should
Should
you so the
Casey
question,
Palmer
should
be
he be a
a
part
part of
of
our
our plan?
plans?
Of course, Casey Palmer, and like many other players, should be a part of the
Yeah, but
construction plan.
the plan done gone already because 60 man, the 60-man squad name.
No,
So we just looking at
didn't
omissions
Casey
and
Palmer
saying, and as I said earlier, I
remember the
think.
statement.
Mm,
No, man, remember the statement from Casey Palmer. Because he came off in the game, because they thought he was doing well, but it looked like the injury that he had acted up. That's why he came off, in the game, You didn't see the thing that the coach did,
Yeah,
and
man.
they were asked about it. So
I
it
said,
looked like he's not fully recovered, but he was playing so good that they tried him because he was training well. That's what they were saying. They said that he was training so well, they thought he could have, which is suggesting to me that there may be, you know, re-aggravated. They are aggravated.
I think, man, I think because it was a high stake game, right? And with Hammer getting injured, the coach, okay, guess what? If I can get something out of him for 10 minutes, I put him on. But I think when he see that he's going into a crucial part where it could lead to penalty, because he'd have been one of those penalty takers, definitely. So I think he made a gamble and he probably said, guess what? I'm do damage control. I'm going to try get him out of it more than let him aggravate the injury.
Yeah. So maybe the player is injured. Like he has. So that is one thing. All right. The other thing though, Cataract, is Casey Palmer has his Jamaican passport.
yes, man.
He does. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Remember from he played against the USA.
He didn't have a passport at that time.
No, but subsequently, remember he
No,
because he was
that's why I ask you. That's why I ask you, because I know with that game, they were allowed to play without passports.
He was a
Right.
part of the Japan tour as well before the Gold Cup when
Yes.
they
Okay,
testing.
yeah. I just
And
asking.
no. And for that game, they needed passports to play against Serbia. Is it Serbia? Yes.
No,
They've
they
been
didn't.
playing against
They didn't need any passport for those games. Remember
Yes,
that.
man.
Remember the
That
last time No. Remember the last
no
time
man.
KC.
He
No,
didn't play. No, hold on. He didn't
no.
play the game, because when they turned back,
Right. He didn't go back.
yes, but
You see,
he
when
was
he
in.
went. All right. So you see that trip when he went back, he didn't have the passport at that time.
Uh,
So if he
I
got
would
the
have
passport, it would have been after that.
no. So I would have to disagree with you, Miles, because that trip included two games. One was a FIFA game with FIFA rankings. That was the one against Serbia, and then the
Japan.
non-FIFA game was against the Japan under
No,
23.
but that's not how the rule works, though, because you know that some games the federation you're playing against can allow you to use players.
Yes,
But
but
man,
then that. Sorry, go ahead,
re-
man. That game wouldn't count for FIFA
No,
points
no,
and FIFA
yes,
ranking.
it still give you points, Ketara. That's how the rule works. You can play a player without passport in games and it still change points.
but
I,
remember
I,
that
I would have to research that. But Marlon,
Yeah.
come in. You're saying something.
remember that the Caribbean Cup is an annual competition for Japan. So they normally have the under 23 tournament, the senior tournament. So I think most of them would have basically have to have the documents to
Okay.
play.
So I don't know if he had it, but just asking if he had it, it's fine, I'm just saying, but I know that he is. Um, we need to check and see his status in terms of. I don't know if there's anything on the site, on the Coventry site, if he's injured or not, because he came off quickly in the game.
Yes, that is true. That is true. So, but again, I think we can be happy with the roster. It will be. We can look to see who comes out in the game. But I want to ask you, Manins, which inclusion makes you the happiest? Deshaun Bernard or Damari Gray?
You really? No most Damari Gray, Cataract, Deshaun Bernard. Big up Deshaun Bernard, man, but no most Damari Gray, man.
And I was reading and think, oh, I meant to say this point. Allow me, Manins. I read an article with the Jamaica Gleaner about the show that we had yesterday. And they quoted I Am Sure Sports verbatim that we had with the General Secretary, Mr. Chung.
They quoted me?
No, they quoted the show. All of the quotes from Mr. Chung were exactly what he said verbatim on the show.
Did they give
They
credit to
didn't
the
give credit. No, they didn't. They did not.
Okay.
That just popped into my mind. So if you're listening, Jamaica Gleaner, please give credit
Big
to
big
I
up
Am
Jamaica.
Sure Sports.
Big up Jamaica Gleaner. Big up the Gleaner, man. The Gleaner are good people, man.
Mm. So I think Deshaun Bernard excites me because I don't think we had found a comfortable replacement for Liam Moore. And
Oh
I'm
yeah, where's Leon Moore, man?
no, Liam Moore's injured.
Oh, he's still injured. Yeah.
Yes. He
I'm glad to
came
see
back.
Greg Lee. I'm glad to see Greg Lee on it, and for different reasons, I'm glad to see Wes on it. Big up Wes.
No, but I think Wes Harding earned his place there.
Yeah, man. Yes.
Having played all of the championship season and keeping his club safely in the championship.
I was wondering if
Um,
box covers would have been a part of it.
Box cover? Oh,
Yeah.
no, but he was listed in the CAC. He was
Yeah.
listed in the CAC games. So I
Yeah.
wasn't expected to see him there. Um,
And Tyler.
and Tyler is
And
in the
that's I'm wondering
CAC squad.
because Luke was listed in it as well. But it looked like I don't know, looked like he pulled out, looked like they want him. I don't know. They
So,
want him in the
so
senior setup. Luke Badley Morgan.
okay. So what about Connor Boyce Clark? Is because I didn't hear that name in the Gold Cup.
Yeah, Conor Boyce Clark is there, Cataract, man.
Oh,
Look
he's
them up.
there. Okay. No, I didn't hear it. I'm just saying I didn't hear it.
Hey, listen, these guys have some middle name, yeah, man. Anthony Gregory, Patrick, Kyren, Jason. What that? Because that is not Chronicles. Shore Nichols,
Who is that?
Kanaya. What is the middle name? Kanaya what?
I don't know, sir. Don't buzz me. Don't buzz me. I don't want the clippings. No, but it's only one man about middle name will stand out. I don't know why it just stand out.
Lamar
That's there's
Crosby.
just one man have the baddest middle name. Rupert.
No man. Look at Richard King name. No, look at Richard King middle name. Larkland. Larkland.
Where some man I get shipped today.
I'm on name Monty. Monty. Yeah, that's that we then they have come down there say look on Dexter name. Jung Woo. Okay, hey yo, actually what somebody you want some Chinese? You want that Chinese or something? Jung Woo? Dexter
From the
Jung
father,
Woo?
man.
Eh?
From the father background. Remember say Congolese.
Oh, man, then Jamal Akua. Look at Demario, Raul, Rayton, Rupert, Elvis, Armani, Odile. I'm getting Russo, get him father name. Vincent, Ricardo Thomas, Theodore, Devon Chesterton. Yo, what it was so big name, yeah, man. Ah, eh, eh, yeah. So, oh, he's from Congo. You want us a leader, yeah, man. Whatever you need, leader. That's a good plan. Set your phone to cut the call after 5 minutes. You understand me? But Marlon, yeah. So, yeah, we haven't gotten any thoughts on you on Mount Pleasant.
Well, from Sunday, business time.
Yeah, I haven't seen a thing about Arnie to go beat him. I mean, I tell him say that nah, man, pass him. Man, them a train today too, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Well, it has to be jungle, you know.
I didn't get to come into the game, because had some emergency there for just came back in after run up and
Oh.
down.
You know, Sunday I can't make it Sunday because my son have game on Sunday, you know. I can't afford to miss. Can't afford. And it's gonna be tough because that game gonna finish at 5 o'clock game. And it don't make no sense me go watch a late game and don't watch a Mount Pleasant game.
Sunday a tight game for me because I have a fellow co-worker pass away funeral as well. So I'm going to show my face and
Oh. Mr. United, you're wrong, man. Wrong score prediction. Yeah. What you mean? You man say Mr. Gould. How Mr. Gould said Tapper made history. Don't hey Everdeen Scarlet Cavaliers, man. What you talk about? When Mr. Gould said that?
so one place I go semi-final the first year.
Eh?
First I go semi-final.
Yeah. With Ducky. When he played at in the stadium, we and Cavaliers played third and fourth. Where Junior Fleming scored one bad goal against a Portmore.
Under
What?
Fleming. No.
Yeah, man. Fleming he scored one bad goal in the stadium, you know. Not Fleming, Fletcher. Jordan Fletcher, man. Yeah. A Portmore really play? Yeah. Was it Portmore?
Man, it's the semi-final Portmore.
Yeah.
What else in the final? And go up on penalty.
Mannings, I wanted to ask you a question. What do you think could account for the omission of Dwayne Atkinson? who had been a standout player in the Trinidad series.
Right you know still. Right you know. If
And
if
see
me are
for
doing Atkinson there Monday, me I try find play a different position. Any man will play wing up front there so I forgot try change position. Me I tell you that. The amount of players that Jamaica have that I believe are going to represent Jamaica who play them position there, you have to find a new position, brother. Me I tell you that. Ketara, that is the hardest position to make in a Jamaica team is wide left and wide right. It is too crowded. Too much. Look at the pool of players you have in those positions.
The Transport Authority looking to stop because it's too full. Transport Authority, check out the wing position.
and also look at it now. We had a
And you have
problem with
Reece Nelson on the boil.
right back. And now right backs are coming in.
No, me not see
Right?
no, me not see no
Listen,
progression
remember, all right,
coming.
right now, Cataract, if you had Norman Campbell and Atkinson, who do you choose?
But the truth of the matter is, it would be Atkinson because he has played with the team.
No, what Norman? But you see it now. But when last you watched Norman,
No, I don't watch Norman. I just hear about his exploits.
that are the problem. That is
But,
the problem, Cataract.
but it's a good problem to have. That's why I
Yeah.
threw it out to you. I threw out a bone. It's a good problem to have. Because getting into the Jamaica squad, in my view, within the next 12 months, is going to be as hard as getting into the England squad.
Yeah.
Unless you're a CDM that we need.
Right now you can start probably plays a left back because the right back have a bigger picking order now than the left back.
Yep.
Taxi and Bella and Taxi right now and Greg Lee. Right until the others they show up.
And I am looking forward for in the next 12 months. I'm looking forward to see Tyreek Mitchell. Because I don't think he can go another season at Crystal Palace and not be in the England setup.
Let me tell you, right now, if you're a young youth in Jamaica and you play on the left or on the right, for the World Cup, and you try to get to the Jamaica side, first thing you have to leave Jamaica and I create a storm over, because I am telling you that after the Gold Cup, if Jamaica does well in the Gold Cup, we gonna have probably 3 other wing players who are going to want to come in the team. So where some of them will get game? Them can't make no squad.
Because Jaden Anthony of Bournemouth, he expressed some. Well, let me try to
But we
remember.
talk about even Reese. When Reese come in, we're all Atkinson them and they will get game out them side.
No, but I'm saying to you, Jaden Anthony at Bournemouth, who acknowledged his Jamaican heritage.
Yeah, but even what I'm saying to you, even Jaden Anthony can't get in either Reese Nelson.
God, Hannah Mashunda, what? Rough.
Eh?
Rough.
He will push Jamal out on the picking order like what he did.
Yeah. Kai Paris have to go perform in Champions League without him playing them thing there in the Ukrainian League and in the Champions League. Listen, if Jamaica does well and players come in, a lot of players, and which is good enough, a lot of good players won't even get called up.
Won't get called up. Now get no call. Phone now ring. To me, in the next 12 months, I think by the Copa, the South American tournament, I think there are going to be a lot of players in England and the MLS sitting around their phones and the phone now ring. What you say, Marlon?
Well, Cataract, obviously still enough. If had not reasons to this pool, right? Personally, I still mention Dwight McNeil, right? I think McNeil, the way he didn't get called for the under 21 again, so I think he basically might see where his future is with English bar right now. Because that left hand side, McNeil is the only player that is as an English player, plays as a winger and square the ball. Everybody else are basically Foden, Grealish, all these players, Sterling are players who dribble with the ball and go in the box and square it if they have to square it. But he's the one who swings that ball in, right?
Yeah, he's a good
And,
crosser. He's a good.
actually one of the best crosser. He probably in the top 5 crossers in the league.
Yes, he
In the
is.
Premier, right?
And
So
if you remember his time at Burnley, players like Wood,
yeah, Chris Wood used to,
Chris Wood,
and
the New Zealand
Shabazz.
striker. And when
Yeah,
Chris
man.
Wood moved to Newcastle, he looked like a shadow of the player because the kind of crossing service that he got from Dwight McNeil was not there at
Yeah.
Newcastle. What's my boy name? St. Maximan doesn't cross the ball well. He dribbles and cuts inside. Jacob Murphy is also one that loves to cut inside. So I look for exciting things. And I am looking and thinking that we may see at least 2 players coming from Everton on the shirt tail of Demarai Gray. What say you, Mannings?
Huh?
I said I'm looking to see another 2 players at least from Everton coming on the coattails of Demarai Gray to
That
get.
will be good. I just believe that once, if this next camp and Gold Cup just goes well organized and the players have a great experience, I think that prepares Jamaica as a footballing nation to reach out to other players. And I think when that happens, you're going to see a better, wider pool of talent, and it's going to be very, very difficult. Like I foresee a player, because remember, between now and the ending of the World Cup campaign, there is no window that is not a tournament. It's either Nations League, World Cup qualifiers, the Copa thing, the World Cup. There's no like every window between now and
Thing is,
the is a FIFA window for a competition for Jamaica. So how the coach not going to have the opportunity to try players unless they play like friendly games or like local base. You understand me? In
Right.
in like January, which is like stuff like that. But outside of that, how you get into a team when you're not playing in Europe or you're not playing in the MLS at a high level? So
I,
so I just
I
it's
think
gonna
Ben.
be it's
I
gonna be
think Ben
very,
Godfrey.
very tough.
Sorry. Shadow Strike. I think Ben Godfrey would be the player out of the 2 defenders because
Domestic base, yeah.
he I think has developed more than Mason Holgate. And I don't think if Mason Holgate doesn't leave Everton, come to Leeds, Mason Holgate. I don't think he's gonna see much playing time. But with Mannings, you made a very subtle point. And Marlon, I would love to hear that we won't have windows for trial and error. That didn't even strike me.
Yeah.
So man, if
yeah,
they are blazing for them league and
Because
blazing for Europe.
September is Nations League game, Jamaica have, you don't have no window unless you get knocked out of the stuff.
but man is there's remember not after Nation League, Copa America, World Cup
Exactly.
qualifier,
Exactly.
then
Then World
yeah,
Cup,
Then Gold Cup again.
Gold Cup
World Cup
again, World Cup
after
again.
but after World Cup there's Nation League leading back into World Cup.
There you go. So that's what I'm saying, that there's no window where you don't have a international game.
So that's what I said. I think like the we call it now the high caliber players like the Reese Nelson, right, and Marcus Edwards and these guys. It, it will be hard to really take them on. I think the position both of them play, right? Because if you're gonna it's easier for Reese to come in the team than Marcus Edwards. Yeah, Bobby and Leon Bailey on the left hand side, right? Or if you want to come and play as a number 10, right? We still Amari Hutchison, who might go out on loan and probably could go and have an excellent start to the season again. So it's gonna be very hard to really make this team.
And Shamar Hall, you are correct. That we are all glad the pool is expanding because suspensions, injuries, clubs not releasing players, but we have capable alternatives. This is the kind of thing you want to see. And I have to credit Coach Hallgrimson with this revolution because these players existed before.
Revolution or evolution? Which one?
It's a revolution.
Okay, what is it? What is it? I'm just checking.
You know, Dennis Emmanuel Brown said, "Do you know what it means to have a revolution? This is a revolution. It's a revolutionary way."
I'm just asking, man. Yeah, man. Now that you
If you
clarify,
remember the last Gold Cup, there was a lot when the 60-man roster was dropped. There was a lot of banter and cussing and how deep. Recall Marlon when Tapper had dropped 60-man squad, 60-man roster, but with Hal Grimson's roster, we are really looking around the fringe at a couple of few names, and we're still looking at players on the outside who in a couple of months could come in. My one disappointment is that Johnson Clark Harris has not gotten his citizenship and passport. That's my one disappointment.
Well, you need to work with him then, Qatar. You go and go work with him, no, man. You work with him.
There's when you and I talk after, there's an issue with Johnson Clark Harris. I believe that he should be first.
That is why I say you need somebody like you to walk with him like how you walk with Anthony Grant.
I don't mind doing that.
Yeah,
Man, I think this is where it comes on now. You see, and I've said it a couple of times, we need a documentation officer. A person who would go there and get and say, yes, this you miss and you need that, right? For the player to really sometimes you get
Thank you, SQSH. It is not a revolution, it is an evolution.
No, let's see it. I don't know what I'm chatting. It's a revolution where we are sitting here today.
Hold on, let Marlon continue his point.
Marlon, are we sitting here today believing that this roster that is named here could give us a 25-man squad that can lift the Gold Cup, our first piece of silverware in years? That's the kind of belief I have in this roster.
I think we just shot one as a out and out CDM that will really wow people. That's the one shortage we have there. I think that's the only weak point we have.
It's a weak point, which is why I'm surprised I didn't see Anthony Grant included in there as a true pure CDM. But the coach is what the coach is, you know.
Cataract.
I do.
You know, Cataract. You know, Sam, I have to have a thing that I have to attend to. So I can do one or two things, right? You want to continue up to the next 2:30 or 2:40, right? And then I close the show, or you want us to end the show now?
2:40. You mean 2:40 the time because it's 18 minutes past one?
No. What I mean is like the time, because we are at 2 hours and 19 minutes. I can go up to 2 hours and I can leave you and think there to take the next 15 minutes, which is 2 hours and 35 minutes.
Yeah, man. We have
you just finish it up and then in 15 minutes I'll close. All right.
We're not put up this one.
Yeah. And please do not play any splice dub on my sound, sir. Please and thanks.
Okay, sir. Okay, bye. So yeah, Marlon. I was saying it's more a revolution because what was happening before, we had major questions about how the squad was being selected, and the inclusions that we saw, rather than now, where things are lucid and clear, and we really just, querying around the fringe. What say you?
Yeah, definitely. I think I just say still. I think it's one of the squad. It's a roster that drop. You can basically see you see some players that are there to fill the spot, right? You see players for the future as well, and you see players who will basically come in and really um make an impact. Definitely, we're looking for great to come and really be the X factor to make that impact there, right? And I think right now, from where the team with Clifford Kelly is going to be a big improvement to the team. Dishon Bernard, same way, definitely come now and add a stability to that back line. Latibo there. Even right now, the right back is a big toss up there now. You have West Harden, Latibo there, Lambasika, right? Javian Brown. Dishon Bernard can play right back as well. So
But I
that's
worried
five.
about the inclusion of Alvis Powell when we have so many right back options.
I said,
Um,
I think he's one who does fills the gap in the roster, right? He will be six, right? And we still mention Grace same way. So you see where that pool is.
interesting, interesting, interesting. So
On the left hand side no cataract. You don't see that depth there, right? It's Taxi and Gregory and Bell. Ricardo Thomas is just basically just put his name there.
what's it, man? Then Dwight Spence, you said six. I wouldn't want to see Alvis anywhere near the pool. I don't want to see him in no swimming trunks. I don't want to see him. I thought we just moved on because next thing a man will tell me that O'Neal Fisher in 2023 is fine for a pool. I think the squad walk leave them Monday, to tell you my honest opinion. But the can you see a definite 23, 25 man squad?
Right now, I think I round it down to 30 to 28, and you probably have five reserve, right? The back line could be very eight defenders is really even the keepers right now. We're basically banking on Canai Boys Clark and with Corey Adai in that picture. Coming in that picture, cataract, it makes it even harder. We know that I think Blake and Wait basically have the one and what? Blake have the one and Wait have the two. Kanai and Corey Adai, it's gonna be a fight out for them.
And Kevin Foster's in there, and Kevin
But
Foster played well against Trinidad
yeah,
when he was given the chance. As a matter of fact, Kevin Foster is the main local based player that I think, sorry, domestic based player that I think really pushes in somewhere for an inclusion.
definitely. But that's what I'm saying. If you look at it now, Amanite is the sixth goalkeeper. I think Amanite is on there. I think he and Foster are out of the top four.
Wow.
So it showed you something. The defensive line now, Pinnock and Lowe set themselves,
Pick
right?
themselves. Mhm.
Hector Bernard, right? Mariapa. You have Latibo there, I think, for flexibility, playing centre back, can play left back, can play right back. He might end up shoot one of those out. I think Lambasika, what he did against Mexico, I think the coach have his trust in him now, right? Wizarding can play centre back. He can play right back as well. So that's I think the guys on the left, they select themselves.
It's a nice position to be in.
Taxi and Bell select themselves over there, and Gregory. I think Bell has already cemented himself there. Right, he has already come out and said he's looking forward to the Gold Cup already. So he has really basically put his name out there, right? And I think excited to be in the Premiership now. I think he wants to come and make a name for himself there, and he's also out of contract this season as well. I think he have a 1 year extension. Like remember he was signed when he was at the last Cup for Luton Town, and had a exceptional 2 year for them, and now they're in the Premiership. So I think he want to come, bring that farm from the Gold Cup into the Premiership as well. The midfield, and this is why I said I think as I was saying to Manis before with Frey, as I said, if he get called to be a part of the camp and he doesn't go, I wouldn't have a problem with it. I think he has gone through ACL, and Miami FC has been out and out, through and through with him there. So I think if he stays, I wouldn't have a problem with him. Not taking up it. He's still young, 20. But he's someone who could have be a big part player, as I see him there.
And the question that would be on everybody's lips is whether Dujon Richards could force himself into contention in the final squad.
I don't see him there, Qatar. I don't even have him in my 30.
You wouldn't have him in yours?
No. I'm not talking about 23. And
23
no, because as I said to Manis, I've cut it down to 23, 28. We have five players, something basically out. Right, 5 players reserve. Man, still, I said Mariapa as a part of. We're talking about the pool. I'm not talking about being in this is what I said. But I said you look at Hector, right? Bernard, Pinnock and Low said it themselves. Hector, Bernard, Mariapa. I said Mariapa is a part of the 60-man pool. I don't have him even a 30-man right now. I said Bernard and Hector is there, and I said that table there could fight himself into play centre back, right back, and even left back. So he will be my utility player.
It's going to be stiff. I think a lot is going to depend on what happens in those 2 friendly matches. But would the friendly matches come too late, though? When does the final squad the 23 man have to be named?
The 20th. The 20th.
The 20th.
Yeah.
So right after the
remember the National League final is on the 19th.
Okay. It's a pity that we're not there, you know, man. It's a pity.
Yeah, it's a bad, and it could be also a good too, because you can go give players debut in National League semi-final, right? So at least you can run a gamble and say, okay, let me see them see. So probably you want to see players that haven't played as yet for the national team. So I think it probably benefits us more. It will be a high stake game to play a semi-final. You'd basically be playing US in a semi-final. So it'll be a very high stake game. And when you want to look at players as well, Cataract. So I think yes, we are sad we're not there, but it can probably benefit us as well.
You always find a cloud at the silver lining. But my other question, which I want to throw out there, do you think that Mikel Antonio will be the star of the Gold Cup?
I think being his first Gold Cup, his first official tournament for Jamaica, I think he'll be eager to play. Because the last one, we all know that he was basically on vacation and whatever happened and stuff at the end, so he didn't really. Yeah. So, but there's a lot of players out there. There's a lot of players, exciting players. You have the Canadian team, Travian Buchanan, who's now been sought of by Inter Milan, right? People in the US, they're looking for Bologan. Paredes, who's playing in that, plays in the under 20. There's a Brazilian player. I think US might try to use him, Johnny. He's another player as well. Mexican side, they have Lanes, who's gonna be there as well. Who probably, so it's a very good Mexican team as well. A lot of young players there with experience. Panama has Cordoba, a young, excited defender. I think he has played 2 games for them already. Spanish background, grew up in Spain. So there's a lot of players there. I think the team that we haven't really, I think probably gonna be disappointed to see. Honduras, they have a lot of things going on in their football now. The Haitian team as well. Peru, player who scored 7 goals in the Champion League for Haiti. Ducky Nozan as well, 2 top striker there. They have a very good keeper, Innocent, who plays in the Belgian league. So this team are coming fully stacked like Cataract.
They're coming fully strapped.
And there's this Guadeloupe team. If Guadeloupe team get a chance to make it to the Gold Cup through the playoff, they could come and do rumblings as well.
So my thing,
I didn't look at Curacao squad. I didn't look at Curacao.
I haven't looked at this.
To be a part of our group for the Nation League. But actually for the Gold Cup, I have one Nation League.
But for the Mike, I am looking forward for at least seeing Antonio get the golden boot, because I think now we have creating players who can create chances through the middle. We have players who can create chances on the wing with good service. And so I am looking forward to see how he feeds off the service from a Damari Gray, Leon Bailey, and the supporting cast. And when he plays with Boza, who would be the target man, how he benefits from that newfound service. But I think some answers that we're going to get, we're going to get them in the friendly match. We're going to see.
I think the game against Jordan, we will basically see what we'll be looking for in the Gold Cup. I think the first game against Qatar, the friendly against Qatar, we're basically getting players, getting them their feet with international. But I think the final game, because you're gonna look to put your final pieces in that game going into the tournament.
Right.
So that game, I'm looking to see basically probably. But the thing against Cataract, the MLS players, Low and Taxian and Blake, I wonder if they will be there for the first game, the Qatar game, because they can it's down to MLS to release the players for international tournament 7 days before. So I think you might see them for the second game. So it could be a chance for a Kanai Bias Clark or Corey to get a start. Right? Jamal Wait is still in competition as well, which is probably more easier for him to get a chance to leave, right? Meaning, I think it benefit him more to leave, right? When you see the quality keepers are there. What do you think about that?
It hadn't come to me. I don't know. I just assumed that it would be a FIFA window and the MLS.
I think the MLS goes on break. I think couple days before the weekend before the Gold Cup start, because CONCACAF have a mandate them for them to CONCACAF league like we did the last time to be on a pass.
All right, but so Marlon, we seeing you at Soldier Field.
Someone I plan for go festival now.
Not the chat. Which other man am I go? But let me tell you, it's a very expensive venture, brother.
Yeah, man. I should have been at work from last week. I should have been in Copenhagen right now at the moment. We should have been between Copenhagen and Gothenburg and Brussels to find a way to style and home. So hopefully I can find another excuse again. A valid excuse, yeah.
But just make sure the boss does see it at the stands.
Okay, Tarak. It's like this. The other day, one of my friend, 26 said I go work, and We're in that game, but yeah, I'm more that game. And the camera go through.
The camera go show you.
Camera go through. I say, oh, come here. I say, look here, what is this? I say, boy, look
Drew
at the hype.
Fortis. Hold 1 second. Drew Fortis, which section you have your ticket for, brother? Come, I asked Mannings yesterday to tell us the section where the Jamaican supporters are supposed to be. Because in international games, fans are not supposed to be mixing. You're supposed to have a section for one team and a section for the other team. But let me just tell you, I think that the JFF needs to speak up at CONCACAF. This thing about playing Chicago, St. Louis, San Diego is nearly $1 million.
Okay, that's a lot of trouble. Unless you're
It's
going to take
traveling.
Yeah.
Rather than the last time when it was Orlando for the three games.
Right? You could get a hotel or a motel there and you come to Bams and drive down to the stadium. No, St. Louis, Chicago. It's a merry-go-round thing.
It's a merry-go-round.
East Coast, Midwest, West Coast. And then if it comes to the team advance now, then to play again now, Pasadena, quarterfinal.
Brother, it really upset me, man.
CONCACAF want to share the football, but I see it's total stupidness because even the other day I was talking to my friend from Costa Rica, right? His son play for Costa Rica team, and he was like, Costa Rica had friendly set up for against Qatar and stuff and Trinidad to play. And it's supposed to play in Florida, and they tell him say no. CONCACAF say no. Once you're playing in the Gold Cup, you cannot play no friendly match in any of the cities that games are going to be played. So it basically benefits us because we get Qatar. That's what I'm talking about.
I think we have to move to advocate for a system where a group is played in one location so that the fans can genuinely get to attend the games at a reasonable cost.
Right?
It's $1 million worth of airfare.
Yeah, man, that's serious. Accommodation, then venture food and everything, like tickets and stuff.
No, me no reach hotel. Well, yes, hotel, but no food.
What I'm saying, Qatar, accommodation varies from different locations. You get a hotel cheaper in Chicago. When you go California,
hotel not cheap in Chicago, bro.
No, me said cheaper Arizona. Right? So when you move to St. Louis, it's a different thing again, especially in the summer when the price will go. As I was checking out accommodation prices and stuff, and they're basically up there.
It's up there, and they also know that in Soldier Field, the game, they know that the USA is playing because I see the hotel price, they've gone astronomical. Because I was looking at hotels that are within 10 minutes, 5 minutes of the Soldier Field.
But
it's Soldier Field we play, right?
Yeah, that's US. But look at it now. We play Nicaragua in St. Louis. What? Right? I don't see Nicaragua right in there. So I think from a planning standpoint, they got it wrong there, right? I think you'd find more Nicaraguan, more in the West Coast region around there, or in New York with the Jamaicans and stuff. So if you want the support, that's where you should have basically. So I think from an analysis standpoint, CONCACAF got it wrong.
All right, gentlemen.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, thank you for holding the fort, But, I know the show can go on, but I just gotta go, man.
But you have a question to answer before you go, bro.
Which is what, sir?
Which section are the Jamaicans?
Oh, jeez, I totally forgot. But I'm going to get that. And just text me later and I'll send it to you. Then that way we'll have it for the show tomorrow. But Gotta go. Listen, but big up thanks to you and Marlon for holding the fort. In the
Bless up,
meantime,
man.
time. Yeah, man. To all of the people, thank you for being a part of the show. Thanks to all the super chats and the super stickers. Brain Jane, thank you so much for those contributions. Really appreciate it. For all the likes, the shares, the views, really appreciate it. All the comments, we also appreciate them. I am Management. This has been I Am Sure Sports. Big up to Marlon and to Cataract as usual. Have a blessed day, and we will meet again tomorrow. As usual, when it gets to this point of the show, you know how it is, you know how it goes. We say, we are over, and we are OUT. Out of here.
Boom, check it out, I don't know it's Jason. I'm a represent for I Am Sure Sports. For the latest news and updates, check out I Am Sure Sports. Make sure you go to the YouTube channel, subscribe, and share. Jason representing I Am Sure. I Am Sure Sports.